All right, into the match. Let's fix the camera. At Shanghai, I think the prize pool is like 3 million, and not all that goes to the first place team. I think it's like 1.6 to the first place team, and then I would think even if you come in last, you get like tens of thousands or something. I'm not sure how it actually works out, but just by going to the event, you get some money. All right. So here we go. Team Freedom Dota 2 versus EWolves. This is IX Mike versus Peru. I'm Pithy, and I'll be taking this finals match to you. And it is a best of 3. And the winner will go through to the main event qualifier to the Shanghai Major. So you got to win 2 games here in order to get through. That's what a best of 3 is. So here we go. We've got the Dazzle picked up for EWolves already. Interesting couple of bans. Of course, they take out the Smash Beastmaster. So EWolves will pick up the Dazzle and the Gyrocopter. Of course, these teams pretty familiar with each other already. As well, not really. Not really at all. I would say that Team Freedom would be the newer team to the scene, and a couple of these players are unknown to EWolves.
10 seconds remaining.
They might know IX Mike, but they kind of got to feel each other out here.
Reserve time.
The Abaddon and the Queen of Pain picked up by Team Freedom.
Dire team ban.
And that'll take us into... I'm so bored. I don't like doing this. Drafting phases are so boring for me to try to cast. Because, like, I don't know the most about strategy when it comes to drafting. And it kind of gets boring after a while. You only have so much you can talk about until you start repeating yourself.
Radiant team ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
The Dragon Knight got banned out by Team Freedom. Van does like to play that hero a little bit. Although not all the time. Van likes to play a lot of different heroes. It's okay, Bobo. Drafting is tough. I know a lot more about the game than actually drafting. In fact, when I have another person around, I usually just talk about other things during the draft. I don't even talk about the game.
Dire team ban.
The Tusk gets taken out. Woo. That's the extent of what I really feel like saying right now. I'd much rather talk about what they're actually playing than what they're banning, but it's important and stuff. Been streaming for 8 hours. That's a lot of fun.
Radiant team ban.
The Smash Weaver got banned out. They're putting a couple of bans onto Smash. They take out the Beastmaster and the Weaver. It's not like he can't play different heroes. He plays different heroes all the time. Yeah, I've actually been streaming for more than 8 hours. Um, it's just the stream stopped after like the first game or something,
Dire team
so it's more like 9.5. Just kind of been sitting here, and I'll keep going. I'll go in through the China qualifiers in Southeast Asia and then Europe tomorrow. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Witch Doctor gets picked up by EWolves. They play that one pretty well. A lot of teams have been picking up the Witch Doctor. He gets through the draft a lot, and no one seems to really feel like taking him out. He can get dealt with pretty early
remaining.
if you have the right lineup. The Earthshaker's still in the pool. Could do well against the Witch Doctor.
Reserve time.
And Elite Wolves already have their support, so you don't have to worry about them picking up the Earthshaker. The Ember Spirit's going to get picked up by Team Freedom. So they've pretty much got two mid type of heroes. And the Queen of Pain and the Ember Spirit. Either one could go depending on what the matchup would be, I suppose. Or it might have to do which player is going to be on them. Having not seen Team Freedom pretty much at all throughout the event, I have no idea what's going on there, which is awesome.
Reserve time.
It's interesting to see the Ancient Apparition get taken out by EWolves. It's another hero that can be pretty strong. Ooh, it's a Shadow Fiend.
Team
And that could be on a couple of people. I don't think Smash would play it. So it could be Van or Ewo. I would think that E would be on the Gyrocopter and then they would send Van mid with the Shadow Fiend. So that means they still need to pick a hero for Smash, if I'm right.
10 seconds remaining.
Which you never know with Elite Wolves. They can always do something to trip you up.
Remaining.
Team Freedom's going to pick a hero eventually.
Reserve time.
That's basically my draft casting, because
Team ban.
strategy is not something that I'm strong on for the draft. They pick up a Mirana. The setup for it, you have Searing Chains. Maybe you could get a Bane. Bane still has yet to be picked.
10 seconds.
That would mean that I guess IX Mike would go to the offlane with the Abaddon.
5 seconds.
It's possible.
remaining.
Why does it take a while to pick the heroes? Because you have time to think about it, I guess. And there's over 100 heroes in Dota. It's like 116 maybe. I could be off. It's not something I think about all the time, but there are a lot, needless to say. Banning out one more hero, Elite Wolves running low on time. This will be an interesting match. Team Freedom didn't really... They got one game taken off of them in the last
Team ban.
match, but they came back with 2 wins. Elite Wolves pretty much crushed T-Show in the last 2 matches. And they didn't have a problem against Lucino Gaming either. So
10 seconds remaining.
really they've been looking good.
5
They've been looking really good today, and I've been pretty impressed. We'll just see if that same thing happens against this
time.
pretty strong Team Freedom team. Even though maybe, I don't know. Because I feel like Elite Wolves had some of the harder matches today. They went up against Enemy. They won. They went up against Friendship, Dedication, Love, which is Demon's team, and they won. Like they definitely had the harder matchups to go through today. They pick up an Axe as their last one because they didn't ban out the Broodmother, so I guess they were like, oh well, we better stop them from picking it. That wouldn't be the pick anyway. It's going to be 1 pick remaining for Team Freedom as we get ready to go into the match here. Usually you see these South American teams ban out the Broodmother in the second banning phase. Didn't happen today.
10 seconds.
So either they weren't scared of it or they just thought the axe would take care of it. So that's going to be, I guess, a smash axe in the off lane. Ewo Gyrocopter, Shadow Fiend played by Van. I guess one good thing that comes out of watching teams for a while is you get to kind of see what their playing styles are and how they are on certain heroes. Van can be aggressive on the Shadow Fiend, but depending on who you're up against, you still have to be careful. He played a Sven in one of the matches against Tisho. He played a Sven in the mid lane against a Quap, and that sucked. That was terrible. He had to like go back to base about 3 minutes into the game, but he did really well on Sven. Like his Sven was ridiculous. He set up the stuns for Mirana. Van played really well, but you can't really do the same thing on the Shadow Fiend. So they pick up the Bane as the last one for Team Freedom, and that changes the lineup a little bit. It's going to be, I guess, a support Mirana and a support Bane, with Abaddon, Ix Mike going to the off lane. Yep. And the mid lane Quap, sending the Ember Spirit to the safe lane farm. Alright. We are at peace with the universe. Something stupid like that. See, this is why you watch me. I say stupid things and then you can make fun of me. Alright, well, we're going to get into this match on Pythian. And once again, I thank you for joining me in this final matchup in the Shanghai Americas Open Qualifier. The winner of this, of course, the winner of this best of 3 goes to the main event qualifier, again held online a couple days after this ends. So let's introduce our teams. We got a couple of TPs out already from Team Freedom, so let's just introduce EWolves. We got Van on the Shadow Fiend, Ewo on the Gyrocopter, Masoku playing that Witch Doctor, Sia is going to be on the Dazzle, and Smash playing the Axe with a Cape. A couple TPs out already for Team Freedom. We need to call him that. So we have Ix Mike 88 on the Abaddon. Fun's going to be playing Mirana. Sunbee on the Ember Spirit. And here comes Ewo right up the hill. Ewo doesn't even care. Going right for it. Here comes the Rocket Baja on to Fun. But he's way ahead of the rest of his team. Kiko's going to be on the Bane. And here comes the arrow onto Ewo. Ewo caught out. And Sunbee can't do anything about it. Mineski Fangate is going to be on the Queen of Pain. Did I miss anybody? No, I got everybody. Alright. Mineski Fangate is just going to sit on the top of the cliff, watching the Radiant take the bounty rune. And the high ground ward is going to be placed down by the Bane. Already a couple of good deep wards for them. C is walking over a little bit, doesn't want to go too much further. Places down a ward a little bit further down. And Ix Mike has a sentry ward, and he's just going to put it right back up there and eat the ward. Nice. Couple of mids getting the bounty runes. And off we go with the game. The better block in the mid lane goes to Sunbee. And Van just kind of hitting creeps for a little bit. The shackles of Sunbee are going to miss, and he's going to get stuck in place with the paralyzing cask a little bit. And he goes to about half health. Makes things a little bit easier for Van, who doesn't have the best auto attack damage at the beginning. Masoku going to let the creep smack him in the butt for a little bit. And Axe is going to cut the creeps in the top lane. Dazzle will help him out. And that's going to force the Mirana to hang out around that top lane a little bit. Definitely going to need some help to clear the creeps there. And they are going to dive the tower. Dazzle does the damage, and now Smash. He's walking around, forces the Quap to TP out. Ix Mike doing pretty well in that offlane against Ewo. Mirana has an arrow available. Smash just clears all the creeps. And here comes the Bane. Bane's coming over to help that top lane too.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Masky Fangay not feeling pretty good, has to eat up a tango. And the tower already down to a third of health down. Yeah, each person has their own character to play, so that's why they each have a name above them. So it's 5 people on a team. Van is going to get stuck there. He's going to get aired in the face, and this could be our first blood. He's going to get healed up by the Witch Doctor. Mirana jumps forward, picks up the bounty rune. That's the first blood going to the Bane. And now Masoku trying to get out. Sunbi eats a mango, and now Masoku in trouble getting blocked out by Sunbi. He jukes around the trees. He goes through the trees. He's going to eat through. He's going to salve up. Going to get the salve canceled. And now Kiko, he has to get out. The Mirana arrow, not going to happen as Masoku just moves forward in the lane. That'll take a little bit of pressure away. And IX Mike just going right in against Ewo. Here comes the arrow to Van. Van moves forward to avoid it. And Mirana gets the clarity canceled. And Smash goes in on the creeps once more. Doesn't care about anything that Mineski Fangay has to offer. Yeah, Mineski Fangay taking a lot of damage from the creeps and the dazzle heal. Yeah, there's an item in the game called the mango. See if I can find one right now. C is gonna follow Mineski Fangay into the jungle, and Mineski Fangay gonna get out. Still in the trees though. Smash eats one. Oh, he's so close to Mineski Fangay. He's just going to cut the creeps again. Does anybody else have a mango? No. But I can show it to you in the shop. So this is a mango. Alright, so this top tower taking a lot of damage. Nothing that Team Freedom can do about it. Smash is just gonna spin and win. And the tower gets pretty low. Arrow comes in, misses Smash once again, and Queen of Pain is back. Smash getting pretty low, gonna get the heal from the Dazzle, gonna get the last hit on the tower as well. Now Sia in trouble. Takes a little bit of damage from the Scream, but now Sia moves forward, gets hit by the arrow. I don't know why he would do that. And Mineski Fangay not gonna go down. Now Smash getting hit by the shackles of the Sunbee. Ember Spirit keeps him there for a second. Now he's going to salve up. Sunbee caught underneath the tower, taking a lot of damage. The last hit comes in, and Sunbee taking a lot of damage, going to bottle up. And the level 1 Battle Hunger not enough to take down the Ember Spirit. In terms of last hits, the Axe is winning, so is the Shadow Fiend. And then the Abaddon is next. This Ewo Gyrocopter not doing as well. But, you know, he's okay. Shadow Fiend comes in with a couple of raises, picks up some creeps. And the Observer Ward placed by the Radiant is going to get dewarded eventually by the Mirana. Smash, he's got Tranquil Boots and already pretty close to a Blink Dagger. He's just going to rumble in the jungle and try to find some. Meanwhile, the Shadow Fiend also goes over to the medium camp to get some gold. IX Mike 88 putting the hurt onto Ewo. Puts the aphotic shield on himself. Here comes the paralyzing cask onto the Bane. Bane just walks over to Ewo. Ewo in a lot of trouble. And he's going to get brain stabbed. Killed by the Queen of Pain. Mineski Fangay with the rotation. Now Masoku trying to get out. He is going to... He will get out. He TPs away. So that's 3 kills already for Team Freedom. And no response yet from EWolves, even though Axe is pretty close to his Blink Dagger. At 1,600 gold right now. Not too far away. That extra gold from the tower at the beginning doesn't hurt either. Bane already with brown boots and the arcane boots. Looking pretty rich right now. And if we look at the net worth graph, or chart rather, we see a lot of heroes from Team Freedom already doing pretty well. Go back to the last hits because this doesn't really tell us too much right now, but we do see that that Bane at least has a lot of gold. Couple heroes being aggressive in the bottom lane. There's a Nightmare onto Ewo. Masoku comes through, puts a Nightmare on himself, and now Ewo. He puts the Rocket Barrage onto the Bane, gets an aphotic shield. Ewo takes a lot of damage. There's a Brain Stab, and the Dazzle Heal helps out Ewo. Ewo gets a grave from Sia at the right time, but Ice Mike, he's going right in on this, and Ewo, in the end, he's going to go down to the aphotic shield, breaking him. Masoku in trouble as well. Masoku gets a Sonic Wave. He'll go down. The Bane is a return kill for Sia, and Sia, in the end, will go down to the last auto attack from Mineski Fangaze. That's 4 down across the map. As Axe went down. Axe went down somewhere else. So that is 4 kills for Team Freedom and 1 for EWolves. Not looking so good in this match. And Axe was getting close to that Blink Dagger. He's still pretty close, but that death does not help him. That's a pretty cool cape that they came out with for him, though. Smash just walking around doing Smash things. And Bane looking for some kind of pick off here. All alone. Doesn't have any words or anything, so maybe Bane thinks that he's going to find something. Sunbee under the smoke here. Has the shackles available. He gets the smoke broken. He's going to remnant forward and get the shackles on the Ewo, though. Ewo going to be safe because the Mirana arrow hits a creep. And now the heroes are just going to move in here. Double damage rune popped onto Sunbee, and he's just going to go right in here. IX Mike 88 looks in the trees for something, not going to find it. And they're just going to go back to hitting the tower. The Axe, almost at that Blink Dagger, drops the Tranquil Boots on the ground and takes out that creep. He'll be pretty close. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, Sunbee, a little far in. IX Mike 88, he's completely fine here. He still has borrowed time available. Ewo smacked by the arrow. Ewo taken down by IX Mike 88, and now he's got another aphotic shield. This is what Team Freedom does. They just run at you. And now IX Mike 88 gets the borrowed time procced. He's going to be pretty full health right now. Masoku turns around. Doesn't have enough mana for the paralyzing cast. There it goes. Sunbee's going to get stunned out. Van doing some damage. Sonic Wave in the back of Van. Van goes down. Double kill for Sunbee. And now here comes Axe. Axe going to get Fiend gripped up. In the end, he will go down. Does have the Blink Dagger. So at least he bought that. But he will in the end go down. And now IX Mike 88 uses the Mist Coil onto the Dazzle. Dazzle goes down. And now it's left Ewo. Ewo. Oh, that creep. Taking the sacrifice for the team. And now Bane could go down underneath the tower. Does Ewo gonna go for it? No, he's gonna get brain sapped and he's gotta get out. So lots of heroes for Team Freedom. Down pretty low. Fun might go for the snipe. Ooh, no, he doesn't have the arrow fast enough. So in the end, that is a full 5-man team wipe, and Jarrow almost went down for a second time. Team Freedom get out with everything. Mirana's finished up that build up on the Medallion of Courage, and Bane has an Urn of Shadows. Oh, IX Mike gets the Ags. Usually it's this guy. This guy goes for the Ags, but gonna put that burden onto IX Mike this time. And Sunbee zips back down to the bottom lane, trying to catch someone out. It could be Ewo. Ewo's taken a couple of deaths in this game. Not been too impressive. He does show up for matches, but not been very impressed with Ewo for most of the tournament. It's really Smash doing well and Van showing the way. Van's going to find a bounty rune. He's got the Morbid Mask, and now Axe blinks in the middle of 3. Smash gets hit with an arrow, and Fun's going to get hit by a call down once. And here comes Mineski Fangay doing so much damage. Sonic Wave not available. Fun's taking a lot of damage. Brain Sap in the back of Masoku. Masoku gets the Shallow Grave. Smash will go down, but the Shallow Grave Not going to save Masoku. Masoku goes down in the trees. Double kill for the Bane. And look at that tier 1 tower. It's still up. Mischief running right down to EWolves. And how do you stop this team? They're looking pretty strong right now. They just kind of have this lineup that heals and runs right at you. And if you remember, the Ancient Apparition was banned out by EWolves, not Team Freedom. And that might be something that stops these pushes and takes out some of the heroes for Team Freedom. But you can't really do that when you ban out the hero. Fun's still at level 5, almost level 6. I guess it's not as important on the Mirana, but 12 minutes into the game when your team is doing that well and you're 2-0-6, you're probably hoping to be a little bit more than level 5. 1 kill to 14. Let's take a look at the net worth, as my hotkey for that is messed up and won't get fixed. Thanks, Reborn. Let's take a look at the XP as well. 4,000 in favor of Mischief or Team Freedom, and about 7,500 in terms of net worth. IX Mike, he's just running right at Ewo. He doesn't have a care in the world. He takes the Dazzle Heal to the face. Doesn't matter. He still has borrowed time. He's just going to run right at Ewo. Ewo taking so much damage. He has another aphotic shield. Here comes the borrowed time. And okay, Shadow Fiend comes in the back. Smash comes in with the call. And finally, IX Mike 88 goes down, being way too aggressive. The arrow will hit onto Smash, but Team Freedom is like, IX Mike, what are you doing? You're being an idiot. Sunbee, a little bit far up now. He will get cold, and the Sonic Wave does do some damage. Here comes another call onto Mineski Fangay. Doesn't matter. The Fiend Scrape onto the X will take him down. Dazzle bought back. And well, now Team Freedom, they're getting out. So IX Mike finds out that he's not invincible, and he actually goes down. Nice bit of blocking there by the Witch Doctor, keeping a couple heroes out of there. But it does cost a buyback on the Dazzle, which I guess was worth it, as EWolves still got the win in that fight. Alright, and Sunbee's back. He goes for Van, shackles him up, arrowed up. Van in trouble. Van gets the grave from the Dazzle, and they are about to go for the... They're about to go for the courier. Doesn't matter. Shadow Fiend tries to get out. Going to get shackled up once again. That's a pretty short cooldown on the shackles. It is an 8-second cooldown. And that's once again Shadow Fiend going down for nothing. Pretty much Team Freedom running all over the map here and winning all of these engagements. And they're going to walk right into the Roshan pit. They have an Abaddon to tank things up. May as well, right? Bane also has the Ring of True Sight. Gem of True Sight. Roshan, not long for this world, as he's about to go down. In the end, he does go down. Queen of Pain picks up the Aegis and blinks immediately to the north. Over to her own ground. Here comes some Mirana ult. Most of EWolves are out of here. Let's see if IX Mike can find anything. He's running in once again. He's going to find some creeps. He's going to find Smash. Well, they find a Sentry Ward and they gank that. I guess that counts, right? They give some room to Van to farm up. 3 kills to 17. Big advantage is held by the Team Freedom boys. Masoku a little far up. Mineski Fangay working towards that Orchid Malevolence. And Ember Spirit picks up the Boots to Travel. Alright. Paralyzing Cast goes around a couple times. IX Mike 88 continues to hit that tower. Remember that the loser of this can still go into the second qualifier to try to make it through that one. A lone Dazzle pushing on the top lane. The Abaddon takes out the tower. And just more of the same. This is kind of what we see in these matchups. The team that gets the advantage pushes fastest. Makes sense, right? But they also are made for pushing. Like, they can take these They can't take these objectives. Smash is going to get shackled up, stunned up by the arrow, and Sunbi now in a little bit of trouble, but he's shielded up. He'll be fine, and now he goes right in. He's got the double damage rune still there for a couple more seconds, and they will go in onto that middle set of racks, taking it out pretty quickly. And now here comes the call on to Smash. Smash takes so much damage from the Fiend's Grip and the arrow. Ember Spirit gets out. Mineski Fangay taking a lot of damage. He will get the Aegis popped, and now they're looking for a Nightmare. Where's the Nightmare? There's a call again on the Mineski Fangay. Mineski Fangay. Oh, he gets called. He gets called. And Sunbee's here again. Ice Mike 88 runs in with the Abaddon ult. The axe gets hit by an arrow and goes down. And now Team Freedom, they're trying to get out. Ice Mike 88 is here. He doesn't really care. He has another aphotic shield, passes it on to the Bane. And now they run back up the hill. They want that melee racks. Sunbee is going to be shielded up by Ice Mike 88, taking a lot of damage. He's got 30 seconds left on the cooldown of that borrowed time. Sunbee still trying to get the tower. EWolves fan going to get hit by the air. He's trying to get out. He's going to get graved up. And again, they disengage. Here comes the call down. Only going to hit Ice Mike 88. And now here comes the Mirana ult. They're going to go right back in. Oh, man. And there's the Sentry Ward. Okay. Sunbee continues to take some damage, and Evo eats another arrow to the face. Call comes into Mirana. He's going to not get called. He's just going to get killed by the Shadow Rays of the Shadow Fiend. And the melee rack's still up. Ice Mike has that borrowed time again. Going to use it. And now Smash silenced up. He's tanking this damage. Ice Mike 88 once again gets that borrowed time procced and ended. And Sunbee does go down to the Shadow Fiend. They're chasing down Ice Mike. This game, I don't even know what's going on right now. Sunbee isn't very happy. But EWolves get a lot of gold from that one.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is falling.
The Radiant top tower goes down. The mid tier 1 tower for the Dire about to go down.
Dire's structures
Or maybe not. No, it will go down.
Dire's middle tower
TP comes in. Arrow from the Mirana misses. And now Ice Mike runs at the enemy team. He just runs right at them. Here comes Van. Oh, he's going to get Fiend scripted up. He was trying to do something. Doesn't matter. He goes down. And the Observer Ward will get taken down slowly by Mirana. And now here come Team Freedom once again down the middle lane. This is not new. They just run right at you.
Radiant's middle barracks.
And they're going to take that melee Rex.
Dire's top tower is under
It is regenning thanks to backdoor regeneration. There are no creeps here yet. Now they come. And the backdoor regeneration is gone. Ewo takes the arrow to the face. And here comes the call from Smash. Matt taking a lot of damage. But so does the Ember Spirit. Witch Doctor Ultimate continues to go through. Van takes the Sonic Wave to the face. And now here comes another call from Smash. Right into a call down. And Ice Mike has a borrow time proc. Take down the melee racks. And that's what they came for. That's what they wanted. And now Team Freedom are going to try to get out. Or do they? Call onto Ice Mike 88. He doesn't have an aphotic shield up. He's going to get nightmared. Here comes the aphotic shield onto himself. And he gets popped. Could have the deny. But they're trying to get out. Oh, the call misses. The dust does not. Ice Mike still trying to get out. Smash gets graved up. And Ice Mike in the end does go down. Had enough mana for that miscoil, but I guess he didn't really feel like dying to his own hand. And now, Sunbee walking forward, going to put the shackles on the Van. Van about to use the ultimate, going to get silenced up, and he's going to get graved up so that Orchid will not get the kill there. Eventually, the Witch Doctor goes down, and, geez, this is annoying. Ember Spirit goes back to the bottom lane. These fights are so weird. Team Freedom just like keeps saying, "Oh, I'm done," and then they go back in. Ice Mike goes back in and possibly dies. Mirana straight up buys a Force Staff. I guess this game should be entitled like Saving Ice Mike or something. The man wants to die. Okay. Well, let's take a look at the XP and gold graph. A little bit bumpy for Mischief. Still around 5,000 for XP. 10,000 for gold. And, well, they're going to push down that bottom lane. Only 2 outer towers remain for Team Freedom, and unfortunately they have to take those outer towers in order to get through the base. And it's gold on the map, so you may as well take it, right? Mineski Fangay gonna help push that bottom tower. EWolves gonna try to get the trade on top. Smash is gonna blink right in. But Team Freedom takes it faster, and they're just gonna keep going. They don't have to worry about this at all. They go up and clear all the creeps. Sunby only has boosted travel, 2,800 gold in the bank. Doesn't even have a Battle Fury, but they're just gonna go right in on this. Mirana's gonna TP to top. Possibly. Oh! Creep gets in the way again. I know that was a noble move by Mirana to try to cancel the gyrocopter TP there, which would have probably won them this fight extremely convincingly, but now it's IX Mike 88 trying to run away again. And the drums are used. Sunby gets the shackles off. IX Mike 88 gets hit by a rocket, and he's going to use another aphotic shield. He will go down. Dazzle gets the kill there. So IX Mike goes down, and maybe that would have turned out differently if Mirana hadn't whiffed on that arrow. Creeps hadn't gotten in the way, something like that. Sunby TP's over to top. And they don't really get too much except for losing IX Mike. It delays the game. It would have been interesting to see what would have happened if the Mirana had actually hit that arrow at top. She was going for that $0 arrow. Oh well. As it is, a couple heroes run around the map. Let's take a look at the items real quick. Queen of Pain has a double damage, by the way. Sunby getting close to a Battle Fury, rather. Queen of Pain gonna get the Ags. Bane has the Mechanism. IX Mike gonna get a Sange. Ewo has gotten the Black King Bar. I just feel so stupid when I'm reading all these off. Force Staff on Smash, Mech on Sia. I just don't feel right listing him off. Okay, Queen of Pain got her Ags. The casting does not stop here. We're going to keep going after this with the Chinese qualifiers. So that's going to go all night. And I'm going to pull an all-nighter and go through to America the next day. Going to be lots of fun, I promise. Sunby clearing some creeps in the mid lane. He's getting close to that Battle Fury, about 600 gold away from it. It's 500. They're going to go into the Roshan, which they can do it. Smoked up our EWolves. They placed down a Sentry Ward and an Observer Ward, but it's not going to see EWolves as they go in. Smash, not getting the smoke pop just yet. Mischief Fun, trying to see if they can break that smoke so they can see where the heroes are. Sunby walking around. It's just Abaddon inside the pit, and they almost get it down anyway. EWolves, they can't do anything. And well, Mirana jumps up. Team Freedom goes down, and here comes IX Mike 88. He's going to get that borrowed time. He's the only one that's getting caught out by the call, and now Van in trouble. He's going to get silenced up. Going to Manta off that silence, and the Queen of Pain's Aegis is going to get popped. They're going to all surround her. Here comes the... Okay, Mineski Fangay goes down. Too aggressive there. They lose the Aegis, and they get pretty much nothing out of that fight. And a lot of gold going to EWolves. Ooh. Did Team Freedom go too far? Probably not. I mean, you still have an Ember Spirit with a Battle Fury. And has a lot of farm at this point. You're going to have to catch him out. And what do you have to do that? You have an Axe. See what Axe is doing. He has a Force Staff, so he's got some farm at this point. 27 minutes. Blink Dagger Force Staff isn't bad. But things are starting to go in favor. Okay. They sort of are going in favor of EWolves a little bit. In that, well, Team Freedom aren't getting even bigger of a lead. Mansky Fangay running up to the top lane. Got the Orchid and the Ags. Doing some Queen of Pain things. Meanwhile, IXMike88 finding out that he can't really run at them as well as he used to. Although he does have a Sanj now. One hit on the tower takes it down. And the Queen of Pain sits around top, not really doing anything. So I don't think we'll be seeing Team Freedom go in at all here. Especially since they don't have that Ags on anybody. So IXMike88 looks around. He might try to run into them again. He does that. Instead, he's just going to hit the creeps. EWolves can't do anything about it. EWolves trying to farm up here. He's doing pretty well. He's got the BKB and 1,800 gold. He's fourth on the net worth chart. It's not bad. IXMike is not going to be in trouble. He's just going to back up. How many times does IXMike feed? That is the question. I like the Mantis style build by Van. It means that he doesn't have to worry about the Orchid as much by the Queen of Pain. And IXMike once again flirting with danger. As he pushes through that bottom lane. He keeps the lane pushed in, at least. Of course, the EWolves already down a Rax in the mid lane, and the range Rax nearly down. A missile is going to find IXMike, and he will get hit by it. Hardly does any damage. And now they go up. Sunby hits some creeps with the Battle Fury, and IXMike wants to get killed again. He gets hit by a rocket. Call and Force Staff makes him go in there. Smash. Lets Ewo get hit by an arrow. And Mike pulls the Paralyzing Cast back with the rest of his team. Sunby has a blink. And the rest of them get out. Mineski Fangay trying to push top. And he wants to go in on that Shadow Fiend. But he doesn't have that Sonic Wave up. He's down for another 20 seconds. Axe Call not going to be in time, so we'll go to the bottom lane, where Sunbeat is still pushing. He blinks up to the high ground, does no damage, and he's just going to remnant away, taking the Paralyzing Cask with him, and the rocket. Alright, here comes the call onto... Just kidding. Call misses the Ember Spirit. He gets away. And the Queen of Pain continues to push on the top lane like nothing going on. Call onto IXMike. Smash takes an arrow to the face. And the Fiend script about to go down. Here comes the Shadow Fiend. Oh, gonna get nightmared up by the Bane. Smash stays alive. And on the backside, Sunby taking a lot of damage. He's in pretty far, but now he's gonna remnant out. He's fine. And Mineski Fangay continues to push top. Gonna Sonic Wave the creeps and keep hitting the tower. Queen of Pain takes the tower and is just going to run over and kill some more creeps. Here comes Smash with a blink and double shackle by the Ember Spirit. There's a BKB. Ewo running right at Team Freedom, and he's done. He's done. So maybe Team Freedom would want to go in on this, seeing that BKB is down. And they're going to run up. Sunbeat blinks up to the high ground. Puts a shackle onto Masoku. Here comes an arrow. It's not going to hit. And Sunbi getting pretty low. And he's going to get cold. Alright, so Sunbi goes down. And now Alex Mike in trouble. He's going to get hit by the call down. Fun in the tree. He's going to get absolutely wrecked by the Shadow Fiend. And now Alex Mike with the bar time pop. He will eventually end up going down to the call. So that's a double kill for Smash. EWolves showing some life here. But in the middle, the ranged act was finished off by the Queen of Pain. So it's getting to the point now where Team Freedom can't always you know, split push like that. So the Queen of Pain might want to start joining the fights, as they're not going so well for Team Freedom. Bane going to be backing up the Queen of Pain in the top lane as she pushes the lane, possibly baning. Here she blinks in on the Van, and here's a call on the Mineski fan gate. There's a call. Okay, you don't need to do that. That is what they call a feed. Bane not even close enough to help there, so nothing the Bane can do. I just punched my mic. Let's take a look at Sunbi. He's still got that Blink Dagger and Battle Fury. He's still working on the next item. And in terms of XP and net worth, sharply going in favor of EWolves. Have Team Freedom thrown this. Still a 10,000 gold lead for Mischief, but still. I mean, the racks may be down, and if EWolves make one mistake, they're going to be out of this one, but still, creep stolen by Mirana. Still, EWolves are getting back into this, and it's because Team Freedom are feeding them the kills. And in fact, the Shadow Fiend has taken over the top spot on the net worth. And he's got a butterfly coming. I don't know if Team Freedom are ready for this. Even so, late game Ember Spirit is something to be afraid of. And EWolves don't really have anything to catch him out except for an axe. Alex Mike wants to die again. But if Sunbi stays back, then he can just continue to do damage to EWolves and not really have to worry about it at all. Queen of Pain finishes off the Assault Cuirass. And there's a Solar Crest on Mirana. So Mirana puts down an Observer Ward. Van takes a little bit of damage from the Sonic Wave. Smash wants to do something, doesn't. And now here comes the stun on the Ewo. Ewo takes some damage from Sunbi. Sunbi takes the stun to the face, and there is Smash with the call. Sunbi dies. I mean, if you're just going to hand the kills to EWolves, they're just going to take it. Right now, Team Freedom's aggressive playstyle not really working out as best as it could be. And EWolves are going to take advantage of it.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Mirana ult is going to get used. They could gank the 3 remaining in the mid lane as the Shadow Fiend has TP back to the bot, to the top tower, tier 3 in the base. But Team Freedom not sure if they want to go in on this. Here comes an arrow, hits Van, and then there's a smoke. Team Freedom running around for a little bit. And here comes Smash. Smash gets the smoke pop. He's going to blink forward, misses the call. Here comes the Nightmare, and there's the arrow. Arrow's going to hit Smash. Do they do anything about it? Well, Fun's going to take a lot of damage from the Shadow Fiend. And Roshan is up, so they can go in on that if they want. They have a double damage on the Shadow Fiend. And it's this their chance. They know exactly where Team Freedom is. And Sunbi has to get out after that brief excursion into the Roche Pit. Roshan down to half health. Alex Mike has taken a lot of damage. Here comes an arrow, hits the illusion. And Sonic Wave on 2. Sunbi goes into the Roche Pit. Do they want this? Probably not. Alex Mike just running around. Smash misses the call, and Ewo going to drop the call down on nothing, and he's just running around with the BKB at this point. Van Pops the borrow time onto IX Mike, and Smash looking for a call. Not going to find it. Arrow going to miss everything. There is a Nightmare and a silence on to Sia. Sia just walking around at this point. No one's going down just yet. And there's the Death Ward on top of the high ground. Fangay is going to get called by the X and cold as he dunks the Queen of Pain. What is Team Freedom doing? Roshan gets low. Roshan goes down. Masoka going to get hit by the Arrow Muran. And, well, that's the cheese Roshan already. 37 minutes in the game. We've had 3 Roshans already. The bottom tier 1 tower going to go down to EWolves. And they came back into this match. Team Freedom fed them the kills. They didn't play seriously. They played stupid. And, well, now all Team Freedom can do is try to split push. That's what you call a throw. At some point, it was like, I don't know, 22-4 or 15-4 or something like that. Something ridiculous. And now all of a sudden, Team Freedom have no kills for a while. Cheese is in the base. Gyrocopter has some cheese. I mean, what's going on? I guess Ice Mike said it's fun to run into the other team one too many times, and now EWolves are back into this match. Shadow Fiend's enjoying a spot at the top of the net worth chart. Butterfly, Mana Style, Boost of Travel, Blink Dagger. I mean, Sunbee's going to keep trying to split push. He's going to get a Daedalus sometime, and he's going to try to go on to Van, but it doesn't work at all. Van's too tanky for that, and you're going to miss him most of the time. And the rest of EWolves. Oh, there's a Nightmare on the Smash. It was a good try with the Force Staff. And Smash going to get hit by the arrow. Sonic Wave on the back, only going to hit Sia. And now Smash going to get Fiend scripted up. They're going for the Bane. Bane taking a lot of damage, going to get hit by the Death Ward, but it doesn't matter. Gem and True Sight on the ground. And now Smash, he got graved up, but in the end, he's going to Force Staff around. Will go down. On the backside, the Queen of Pain getting hit around by the Shadow Fiend, and now Sunbee. Sunbee's in a bit of trouble. He's going to blink away, or rather Remnant away, to the backside. And that Axe bought back. Yeah, Axe bought back. Alright. So the push onto the tier 2 tower continues. And they also have a Centaur Conqueror here to do some things. Fun sitting in the back looking for the arrow. Will they hit it? Tier 2 tower goes down. Queen of Pain yells at some creeps. And also in that fight, a gem exchanged hands. And only the Smash went down. So Smash is going down in pretty much in every fight. Sunbee's trying to push on the bottom lane. And the Gyrocopters come around to deal with that. He's going to deal with it pretty easily. He doesn't really care about Sunbee. Sunbee still needs to get some more damage. Now here comes the push on the bottom lane. It's Ewo. Ewo could get cut out. He's going to get stunned out. And the call by Smash going to miss. Here comes the Shiva's Guard. IX Mike in a bit of trouble. Fun. Going to get smacked around by the Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend continuing to do damage. The arrow's going to miss. And IX Mike going to get called. Mirana goes down on the backside. Van is going to get held there for a second. The call goes on to Abaddon. The Sunbee Ember Spirit does get out. And nothing goes down in the bottom lane. Both racks safe and sound. So that is 2 going down with a massive gold change to EWolves. And just look at this graph. It is going all the way back up to EWolves. It's almost crossing the 0 mark at this point. And Van, oh, that courier, the courier, Mineski Fangay found Ewo. Gonna have to blink away. Blinks to the south, gets back to the base. And doesn't take all the creeps, so EWolves will have some creeps for this push. And Van jumps right up there, tries to go through the backdoor protection, not there just yet, and the creeps are hitting the top tier 3 tower for the Dire. The creeps are doing it. So right now, creeps MVP for Team Freedom, doing the work that they can. And now Smash blinks in. Van goes in against Sunbee. They're trying to get him down. They have to do it. But the Fiend Scrape onto Smash will take him out. And now Van, he has to get braved up. Oh, look at this damage by Mineski Fangay on the backside. Van about to go down. And Van, in the end, does get the Aegis popped. Ewo in the middle of everything. He could go down as well. Ewo eats the cheese. He uses BKB. He turns around. He's trying to get the damage out. The Shadow Fiend in the end is trying to TP out. He does. He was right next to the Bane. Bane gonna miss the Nightmare. And now Ewo. He runs out of BKB. BKB trying to get away. And he's gonna get silenced. Eventually does go down. Gem on the ground. That is 3 down for EWolves. That's the turnaround that Mineski Fangay was looking for. Just look at that damage. Him and the Ember Spirit. Just so much. That is 4 down. Rather 3 down, and an Aegis popped on the Shadow Fiend. He ended up TPing back to the base. Maybe that was the plan for Team Freedom all along. Throw and then counter throw. Gyrocopter buys back, and Team Freedom, they're just going to put some damage onto the ranged racks, and maybe a little bit onto the melee racks. Van blinks right onto Mineski Fangay. He pops the BKB, and here comes the ultimate. He goes right onto Ix Mike 88. Sunbee in trouble. Sunbee has the remnant away. He's going to remnant away right now. Now Ewo. He's going to see Ix Mike 88. Ix Mike 88 trying to get away. Not going to actually happen. He's going to probably go down here. And on the other side, Queen of Pain fighting up against the Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend takes out the Mirana and the Bane. Call onto Ix Mike in the base. And Shadow Fiend doing the fight. Doing the Lord's work is Shadow Fiend. He's going to get silenced up. He will go down. That is a kill onto the Shadow Fiend. And now here comes Ix Mike 88. He, in the end, will go down to a call of the axe. Lots of things going down there. The Shadow Fiend did die. And I think the gem changed hands once again. Is it still on the ground? Nope. Dazzle has the bling with 2 gems. Alright. So, melee racks still stand on the bottom lane. EWolves slowly losing things. And here comes a call on the Mineski Fangay. Getting caught out there, and now Sunbee comes in from behind. He gets the silence onto... Has a silence. And Masoku, he is having to be graved up as Smash looking for someone. Not going to find them thanks to Mirana. Well, now Smash in trouble. Here comes Van. Puts the damage onto Sunbee. Sunbee has to try to get away. He doesn't have a remnant right now, and Van going to get hit by an arrow. Mineski Fangay thinks about it, blinks away. And Team Freedom get out of this scot-free. Whoever the hell Scott is. XP and gold went in favor of Elite Wolves for a while for XP, and now going back towards Team Freedom. And you know the graph is going back, so looks like we have a counter. We have a counter throw to our initial throw. Dazzle with the bling and the Guardian Greaves. I don't like talking about these, so you can just look at them. All right. It's worth noting that Ember Spirit has the MKB, so this butterfly that the gyrocopter is building up, or could be building up, isn't going to matter as much. Here comes Ix Mike once again down the middle lane. And Team Freedom, they're waiting for EWolves to be drawn out here. Or they can just go into the base. Here comes Smash. He's faking the call onto the Abaddon. Here comes Sunbee. He's going to get the shackles. He's going to evade the arrow with a creep. Creep's doing their job here. And Ix Mike 88 has to be forced out away. The Sonic Wave only going to hit on 1. And now the Marauder ult is going to be used. Sunbee trying to get away. BKB popped by Van. And Ix Mike 88 in a little bit of fight here. The Fiend Script goes on to the Shadow Fiend, and he eventually gets his ult out. Hits on a couple. Smash got hit by an arrow. And on the backside, Mineski Fangay, he's going to get cold. He's going to get cold, and Ember Spirit does get a kill onto the Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor buys back. And let's see if they can find anything else here. Ember Spirit going to go over to the north. Fun. Oh, doesn't get that TP canceled. And Smash continues to look for the kills, not going to find them, so only the Queen of Pain remains dead here, as the Witch Doctor also went down, had to buy back. And the creep's not in the base. Right now, EWolves are limited in what they can do because most of their base is down, and if they let creeps get into their base, they're going to find them in a much worse situation. All right. Eyes on that Roshan. Going to be up in about a minute. And we see the Ember Spirit pushing on the bottom lane again. Let's take a quick look at his items. He's still got that Daedalus recipe available, and he had picked up the Demon Edge, though that went into the Monkey King bar, so he still has to pick up another one. And here comes the push into the top tower, which is already pretty low. EWO easily going to pick it up. And to also clean up some creeps. EWO, I think the potential for this game coming back lies in him. If he can get those items up on the gyrocopter and stay alive, then he can carry EWolves pretty much all the way to victory, even against the mega creeps, if that were to come up. Now starts to push down the bottom lane as the Dire, they get the Roshan, and the Cheese is also on the ground. Picked up a Mineski Fangay, and Ember Spirit also has that Aegis, so even a pick off on him won't win the fight. EWolves are going to smoke up and run towards the Shadow Fiend in the mid lane. Range Creep trying to do some scouting, but he's not going to find anybody. And well, Mineski Fangay is going to show himself on the bottom lane, and the rest of EWolves have to back up. They're going to let Van push around the mid lane for a little bit longer, see if he can do some damage. But the bottom rack's in trouble as IX Mike 88 with the sword smacking it around. And now he's got a couple of creeps against him. Smash goes in against Sunbee, gets hit by an arrow. Smash about to go down, going to get graved up. And on the other side, Sia going to get Fiend's gripped. And here comes the Witch Doctor roll, eventually going to get nightmared. The gyrocopter has gone down, the Axis bought back, and the Bane also went down. Here comes Smash in with another call, trying to get the damage done onto Fun. Fun trying to get out, he leaps away, and here comes another arrow onto Smash. Smash about to go down, here comes another grave. And Mineski Fangay in through the side. Sunbee gets a double kill, and now he's looking for more. Sunbee looking for more. He goes on to Van. Van doesn't matter. Sunbee taking some damage. Sunbee might actually go down, and in the end, it's just the Aegis popped, and Van's turned into a pig. He doesn't have buyback. He's taken down, and there could be also a dieback on to EO. EWO, this is probably going to be the win by Team Freedom. They take out the bottom set of racks. 2 gems are on the ground. GGWP. Called by EWolves, and Team Freedom, they're going to take this first one, the best of 3 matchup in the finals of the Americas Qualifier in the Shanghai Open Qualifier. So we're going to go to a game 2 here with the EWolves already down 1-0 to Team Freedom, and we'll be coming right back at you with game 2. I'm Pythian as always. Cheers.